This list was everywhere for some reason, and people were talking about this list of top 10 jobs that kids want. Okay,
Okay.
it was brought to attention by this tweet by Z Bulliger. Okay, cool name. He said, "How depressing. Our society has failed to provide ambitious role models to our children." And the list, the number one, the jobs on here that kids want to be: YouTuber. Number 2, blogger slash vlogger. 3, musician slash singer. 4, actor. 5, filmmaker. And then after that, we get into doctor, nurse, TV presenter, athlete, teacher, writer, lawyer. 34% of kids, it looks like, want to be YouTubers. When
What is this age group?
So yeah, people are like, what's the source? What's the sample
Because
size?
no 2-year-old is saying they want to be a filmmaker.
But YouTuber probably.
Yeah, but for sure. But like, what's the age range on this? Is it like 7-year-olds who spend 60% of their day watching YouTube?
Yeah.
Or is it like a 3-year-old who's playing with like blocks and stuff and like may casually?
Well,
you know?
listen, you're saying 2-year-old, no 2-year-old is saying that, but my thing is,
No 2-year-old saying filmmaker.
I know, but they could be, and it's fine because I remember even when we were in middle school and before that, kids are just saying random things. I think I said astronaut, fireman,
But, like,
police
But
officer.
why is that, right?
So why
in
does
society, like, those are deemed, drilled into our heads, like those are the best things to be.
So you would think that. But kids have an even smaller world than that. Kids are in school and based off of home are only taught about certain things, right? So they know what doctors are, they know what lawyers are, whatever. Back when we were kids, our exposure to jobs or career days was, oh, okay, do you want to be an astronaut, a police officer, yada, yada. They weren't, giving us a world of options. They gave us very stereotypical job role titles. And then we were basing it off of that. Our answers were only ever astronaut, race car driver.
No, but like
whatever.
there was girls in my class that would be like, I want to be a princess, and then the teacher would be like, grip.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is like then what it's either what you learned in school or what you know at home, and they're either watching what they know on TV. So right now these kids have, at school, what are they, they're learning either a lawyer, doctor, whatever. But then whatever they're saying on the apps that they're
But
on.
why are people so upset about this? Like this dude's whole tweet, how depressing our society has failed to provide ambitious role models to our children. Excuse me?
Yeah.
AKA he wants to brainwash kids.
Yeah, like what do you want them to say?
Yeah.
By the way, I did end up finding the list or a list that was done on a study. This is on CNBC, and it says that toy production firm Lego surveyed 3,000 children between the ages of 8 and 12 from the US, the UK, and China, as well as 326 parents who had children aged between 5 and 12. So according to their list, it said that 11% of them wanted to be a YouTuber. So it's a very similar list where a majority of them want to be something that they're seeing, consuming, like you're saying. But it's weird because when we were, this is only like not even that long ago, I'd say between 5 and 10 years ago, people were like, oh, we need more encouragement of creative fields and arts, and like we don't need to all, or maybe that's in our community.
I think that's, yeah. And maybe our age range too.
Yeah. But it was seen as like we have enough of doctors, lawyers, all of these like fields that are seen as really noble, and we need to encourage people to be in other fields such as these, and those fields should be respected and paid better. But now the conversation, especially on these social media apps, it's weird to hear people our age be like, oh, this is like society is doomed, because there's a lot of people that are reacting negatively to this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like it's a mixed sort of thing, because there are a lot of people that abuse these roles, and we're not going to get into it, but like we see what's happening with David Dobrik, and he's getting canceled currently by a lot of people because him and his group were alleged of doing certain things. And this has happened to a lot of people that kids looked up to, including Logan Paul, who had that whole suicide forest scandal. And a lot of these YouTubers and social influencers that get caught up in these scandals, we don't hear of the same thing from, I guess, these other titles, but they're not in the public eye as much.
Yeah, they don't have that platform.
We hear it from politicians when they're finally caught.
Yeah.
Or like in a courtroom with court documents. Like if you're having like malpractice as a YouTuber, that's, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's like doing something wrong that, you know, your punishment is cancel culture.
Yeah.
And then if you do something wrong as a doctor, your punishment is the law.
Yeah.
So it's like the punishments vary, I guess.
I think if ultimately you're taught good values and to respect yourself and other people, then it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, like as long as you're doing something where you're doing it in a appropriate, respectable way, then you should let your kids
Yeah.
explore these things.
Also, kids have like a huge imagination. Like, you know, like Amber was saying earlier, like we only see astronaut, let's go to space and fly. They're not like, oh, we have to fix this spaceship and so we can go up and
Right.
become an astronomist and study all these things. We're like, oh, we want to fly up there.
We want to fly.
We want to
exactly.
fly. Like,
it's simplified.
yeah, like fire trucks. Oh, we have to do this, and it's just like, oh, we take down the fire, whatever. Like,
Doctor, I want to help people, not actually like go in and
yeah,
like
and,
figure
like,
out like,
cutting
there's a
out parts
problem,
and body
whatever.
parts and you know, gruesome stuff like that. With YouTuber, it's very easy to see like, oh yeah, like I want to make videos and stuff, and that's actually kind of what they're doing.
Kids are innocent, man.
Yeah.
You can't be like getting mad at what they say when all of their things are just aspirational.
Well, you should also see where the kid's head is. If they are
Yeah.
craving attention and they want to be a YouTuber, then don't get mad when they finally start an OnlyFans or something and they continue to garner all this attention and it helps them out and then ultimately makes them feel bad about themselves when they can't get likes or something, and versus somebody who wants to be a filmmaker and tell certain stories. You know, it's a very different thing.
Yeah.
So why is it that they want to be a YouTuber? You know, you try to understand their
Everybody
intentions
needs
and
therapy.
raise them right.